Hello, hello. My name is Brittany.
And I'm Kate.
And we are
The Fools.
Join us as we explore everything spiritual, astrological, and overall mystical.
Don't forget to follow your intuition, but more importantly, follow us at The Fools.
Hello, guys.
It's been a week.
So sorry. I had to take some time off for my physical health.
Britt got pretty sick on us.
Yeah, I got pneumonia, which feels weird to say because when you think of pneumonia, you think of like someone dying in an avalanche or something like really dramatic, but it's apparently more common than you think.
I was worried about you.
I was worried about myself.
I was worried that you were going to get COVID while you had pneumonia.
Well, I was thinking like, did I get pneumonia because I had COVID, or because a lot of people get like the flu or the cold and then it turns into pneumonia. So I'm not really sure if I was sick beforehand or it just was like pneumonia off the bat from like a bacterial infection instead of a viral infection. But yeah, I was down for the count for a good like 14 days.
Honestly, you're still in recovery.
Yeah, I'm still struggling. I'm getting my blood work done. I'll keep you guys posted.
But she finished her antibiotics and she found it in her to go to fucking work. I thought if you can go to work, you can go to a sound bath.
Yeah. I think that I honestly, it was fine work, but it was harder than I was anticipating. I don't think I realized the longevity of pneumonia. Like, you know, most of the time you get the cold or flu and then it's like you're fucking fine. And this is just different. I can feel it in my lungs.
Yeah, and you just gotta be nice to yourself. You're healing.
Yeah, I'm not very nice to myself. It's also weird because I feel like COVID is so rampant that to have something besides COVID is so strange. I literally took like 4 COVID tests because everyone's like, and then they're like, nope, all right. And then I was like, I literally don't have any COVID symptoms, like not a single one.
You're
but
like, at this point, I'm just going to tell people I had COVID and almost died.
Because it makes more sense than having pneumonia. Like every time I tell people I have pneumonia, they're like,
okay.
what?
But they're like, from COVID.
Yeah, they're like, you're way too young to have pneumonia. But here I am. Anyways. So
we had a week off, but we're happy you're back. We're happy we're back.
Yeah, I'm sad because like I feel like I missed like super witchy season. I just didn't have Halloween this year. It was
That's
just
okay.
Erased.
The veil is still thin, you know?
Yeah.
Like all the things that are happening, they're still happening. Like it's new moon.
I actually saw a TikTok today that was like, oh, us as a collective, like our Pluto is moving or some shit. Literally, people are rolling in their grave.
Season?
Something happened. Like, you know how like there are like generations of things. Like all of our Plutos are in Scorpio,
okay.
like our generation or something like that. So something was happening like that. They're like, oh, so everyone had the worst Halloween ever. And I was like,
dang,
that's funny.
I did not go out for Halloween.
Yeah, I think it was like really low key for our generation or bad for a lot of people. Let us know if you guys had like a weird
Halloween experience.
You can email us at Contact Fools Podcast. Why is it so hard for me to say? contactfoolspodcast@gmail.com.
Tell us how your Halloween was and if it was weird or fun. Mine was
fucked up.
Or fucked up. I heard my friend actually did get it in a fight with her boyfriend.
Yeah, actually. It's apparently really weird. I mean, are you a millennial?
You're weird. I'm on the border. Yeah. I call myself Millennial Z.
But I think you're still, I have to look at your astrological chart because I think your Pluto is still in Scorpio because there's like generations of people. That's why they say there's a lot of star seeds in our generation because they'll have like planets like in alignment that like, because like Pluto only moves like, you know, around the sun every 250 years or something like insane like that. So
anyway,
don't quote me on that.
Okay. Our subject actually today is the sound bath we went to.
Yes. So this was my first sound bath.
Same.
Okay. That's what I thought. It was nice overall.
Yeah. It was put on by the Seventh Sense.
The Seventh Sense in LA. Which is a small business here. It was really cute.
There was actually a lot more people than I was expecting.
I know. We're in LA, which I think overall is like
a lot of people.
Yeah, A, there's 25 million people in the city. It's ridiculous. But B, I think a lot of people here aren't like embarrassed of spirituality or not afraid to be upfront about it. I feel like if you were in, I don't know, Kansas or Missouri and you're like, I'm going to go meditate under the full or new moon, people would be like, you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
But in LA, people are more accepting of it, or it's more of like the baseline norm?
Yeah, it's definitely more normal, I would say, normalized out here. Also, though, I loved it. I liked her sound healing a lot, but I really wanted us to go to the sound bath in Malibu because it just seems like the best setting.
Yes. It's like on the beach.
Yeah.
And we can hear the waves.
That just sounds so beautiful.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have like the sound bath and, sorry, my cat is making noise. The sound bath and like nature sounds. Because one thing that is annoying, I will just say this before I get into like the general definition of a sound bath, is doing things in LA can be so frustrating. We talked about this with our past life regression meditation, but like in the middle of the sound bath, like there's just like a horn, or there's like a fly that like was over my head at a point, and someone,
we were next to a barber shop, so I could hear like the remnants of like what, like just bumping,
like dudes, like one dude was like talking so loud, and I was like, you could just speak at a normal level. But when it's just like, you know, a practice of like trying to like block that out and stay in the meditation, because the sound bath at the core of it is a meditation practice. So I looked up a definition. In general, a sound bath is a meditative experience where those in attendance are bathed in sound waves. These waves are produced by various sources, including healing instruments such as gongs, singing bowls, percussions, chimes, rattles, tuning forks, and even the human voice. The music doesn't have a catchy melody or rhythm like you'd expect at a rock concert or a symphony, but instead is a carefully selected wash of instruments and voice with notable resonance and overtones. So she used sound bowls, but I don't know if they're
bowls,
glass.
Chimes.
They seemed like glass. They weren't metal bowls. They weren't
metal.
I don't know what they were. Maybe they were made out of stone, actually. But yeah, there was that. There's chimes. There was this like rain
drum.
And thing.
There was also gong.
Yeah. And did you say chimes? And then what's that one that's like,
I don't know.
Xylophone?
I mean, maybe.
I just literally made that up.
I think it's not.
You know, when there's like long bars and then they get shorter, it sounds very like tinkly.
Yeah, like it's very tingly.
Yeah, like fairy-esque. So the girl who ran our sound bath, which we can link it in the bio because she also has her own brand.
I liked her.
She was great, and
she had a great voice.
She was very eloquent.
Looked cozy as hell.
Yeah,
and I respect that. And
I was like, I love your pants. So our sound bath coordinator, lady, basically said that the whole point of a sound bath is to help raise and heal your vibration or your chakras. So she said that it can be called different things, like your vibration, your chi,
life force,
the universe,
universal energy source,
or your literal electromagnetic field. So I thought that was really cool, thinking about like, you know, we all have this physical body that's so easy to comprehend, but then to also think of yourself as an electromagnetic field that is literally proven by science, and like that we live on a different dimension, not just this physical realm. So it was kind of a nice reminder that like everything you experience is like greater than what it can seem. I love the sound bath. I loved being there in person. I've tried to listen to them over like YouTube, and I feel like it was such a different experience. Have you tried
in person? Yeah, and I've listened to different healing frequencies before, like
the hertz.
Yeah, exactly.
We love a good hertz.
We love the healing sounds, but in person it does make a world of difference. And I think someone else facilitating it, like I don't know if people feel like they have their own bowls and things, but
they probably feel like a connection to the instruments too.
And I also like when Raven did the tuning fork on me, I really enjoyed that. So I think overall, like waves and sounds and things I'm very into.
And I think like the difference of feeling a sound wave, because basically this is another thing that she said, the facilitator of sound, was basically like all of life is just like energy and vibration, which we touched on in our crystal episode. So what is sound waves except like vibration? So I just think it's really interesting to be able to feel the different bowls like on a vibrational level, whereas like when you listen to something like a track it can all kind of get muddied. You know what I mean? Where like when she did like the deeper bowl, I was like, oh, that's funny. I can like feel that in my ears or like at specific points in my body. Did you get any of the sensations she talked about?
I did at times. I think now, because we're recording this directly after experiencing this sound bath, I think that's important to point out. Now I feel like my brain kind of had a bath. Like I do feel like kind of cleansed or
at
like
peace.
Yeah, very peaceful and zen, and just like I don't know.
Yeah, like a breath of fresh air for
Yeah,
your brain.
it did feel like a bath sensation in this afterwards. So,
and I will say too, I think it was like an hour
yeah.
long, and I literally laid on my back super still and felt completely comfortable for like that whole hour. It wasn't until that guy started snoring next to me at the very end that I was a little like, okay, I need to like move my body. But to sit on a mat on the hard floor for an hour and be completely like present, I thought was really nice, that it was able to like keep me grounded and in the moment. I definitely had a little bit of tingling in my extremities. I could feel it on like my hands and my feet and in my ears, which I think might be because I've been having some problems with my ears with the pneumonia and being on all these medications. My ears have been ringing a lot, and I felt like at one point that it was like cleaning my ears like from within. It really felt nice. Like I was like, oh, this is like a massage for my inner ear.
That's really good.
Yeah, it felt really nice.
Wow.
That was a great experience.
I didn't feel that in my ears. I hurt my back a couple weeks ago, so I did actually have to shift positions before. But as soon as I sat on my side and got comfortable, I was like, oh yeah, I don't have to move at all anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I liked it when the deeper sounds happened. What did you feel about those ones?
Yeah, I like the deeper. I like when there was two sounds at once. Like I feel like even though it's not like music, but like having the vibrations happening at the same time, that's when I felt like really awakened in different parts of my body.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny. We come out of the class and the first thing Kate says is she's like, I love the rain drum.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fucking did not like the rain drum.
Brittany was like, I was like, get that shit away from me. She goes, she did it above my head.
No, I literally, when she got above my head, I was like,
please move.
Move on. It was just...
And I was like, come to my head.
It's just so funny, like, the ending of our experiences were just polar opposite. Like, I don't know why, I just thought the sound baths were so healing, and then I love the, like, tinkly sounds of the...
I love the tinklies,
xylophone. Too. I don't know if that's a xylophone, but you hold it up in the air.
It sounds like a fairy dream.
Yeah. And then the rain one, I was like, that's extremely loud. I need you to turn that down.
I think that's what I liked about it. It was just like tuning out the city also.
It did tune out the city and the snoring.
And I was like, yeah, bitch, let the rain fall down. Some Hillary Duff moment for me. But I had a hard time staying present a little bit because I got a little carried away, I think, in my manifesting visions. So the beginning of this meeting, I'll call it, we did some manifesting work, and I would get a little bit lost in my daydreams during the sound bath, and I would have to bring myself back to my present moment. And so I kept doing that. I kept because I was manifesting some live shows in my brain for our podcast. I was like,
I love that.
I can't wait till I get to design the set.
Yeah, I do think it was interesting to meditate before the sound bath. It's nice because I think on like the last new moon, I took a physical bath. So I kind of like this cleansing thing vibe around the new moon, especially because they say like that is when you're supposed to manifest and bring in new stuff in your life. I love how people on TikTok get so mad when people are like, you should manifest on the full moon, and like all the comments are like, the new moon is for manifesting, not the full moon. And I'm like, yeah, it's not that serious.
Yeah, you guys, why can't we like you can literally manifest every day.
You should probably just do it like all the time. But I think like the moon just like reminds you to come back to your intention. But yeah, I think it's like something I want to keep doing.
And especially I think people kept emphasizing the fact that it's a Scorpio full moon. So I think people are dealing with a lot of like shadow work at this moment, like truths about yourself, or like things that just aren't working in your life anymore are kind of getting, a lot of the dust is getting kicked up on that inner work. So
It's a very fiery time.
As a collective, this new moon felt a bit intense maybe for some people. And what I told you, I think we're going into an eclipse season, and
Yeah,
I'm already like, dang, I better buckle up.
My body is literally not ready.
You are so not ready. That's okay. You just need to keep resting and drinking water.
Yeah, I think, everything happens for a reason. That's what I like to tell myself. And I literally haven't been sick in so long. So it's probably A, past due, but B, just a reminder to like take care of your physical body. Like I get so gung-ho on, perseverance and like going after my goals and pushing forward and like growing physically and emotionally and spiritually and whatever. And then I never really take the time to sit back. So it's hard for me to settle back into my body and be like, oh, like some things are a little harder than like eating healthy or working out. Like my blood is like kind of fucked up right now, and it's like you can't really like
eat broccoli your way out of that.
Yeah, you can't, you know what I mean? So it's a weird feeling that I'm in right now, but I think it's nice that it's happening on this new moon so that I can like come into it like with a clean slate almost. Another thing that the host of our sound bath said was like, oh, it's nice to have like two different manifesting goals, one that's like a 30-day one and one that's like a 6-month one, or until the next, I don't remember, she said the next new moon in Scorpio or full moon in Scorpio.
I think she said full moon.
So like brings into fruition. But I thought that was really interesting because I am such like a big goals thing. It's always like my big career dreams or like money dreams or whatever. And then I'm like, maybe it's just like get healthy. Like,
yeah, like
take time, rest.
Health is so important. I hope that you can rest and really be able to appreciate your body when she's back to what she was.
Yeah.
But also rest is such an integral part of growth and of moving forward. So the universe sat your ass down for a rest.
Yeah, she pushed me down.
She was like, actually, I'm going to kick you straight in the lungs.
But it's nice because I was thinking today, like, I hadn't journaled in a while. I haven't meditated in a while.
Now you have the time.
And now I have the time because I'm going to, like, force myself to take care of my body.
Mentally, spiritually.
So I was like, okay, maybe it's time to, like, get back to journaling and stuff like that. It's hard.
Emotionally. Do that inner work. That shit has been telling you to go inside. And so they were like, actually, we're giving you a meditation retreat.
At least they didn't push me off a cliff, so.
That's so true. So true.
So they gave me pneumonia, so it's fine.
Just an emergency trip to the fucking ER.
14 hours in the ER,
no big deal. Very casual.
It is really interesting, though. Sorry if I cut you off.
No.
Keep that train of thought. But I don't know why the full moon in Scorpio was probably one of my like favorite full moons. I think we only have one left this year.
And I think it's an eclipse.
That's so rude. Because I like missed the last one. My pneumonia. But
what? No, November and December.
No, I think like I looked and there was like only one full moon, I think. It's like an awkward.
Okay.
I could be
Continue.
wrong.
Sorry.
We need to fact check this.
Scorpio full moon was so good.
But yeah, our Scorpio full moon was so good. It was one of the ones that I really felt like liberated. We like burned old journals or things that wasn't serving us anymore. And it was really like releasing for me. And now coming back on like the new moon in Scorpio, it's really interesting to like reflect on those full moon. I don't think I manifested that much on that full moon. I mean, we always talk about our hopes and our dreams, but like I really did let go of a lot of stuff. And it's nice because I do feel like reflecting back on it, like that weight was lifted like in my life.
So I think that the Scorpio new moon also embodies like shedding of things and like breaking open. I know my partner at least is entering a new endeavor career wise, so like some things broke open in that aspect. So I think as a collective, a lot of people are shedding things that aren't serving them, which it seems like you're also experiencing. And I mean, I'm just trying to shed the shit that is not serving me in my life in general.
Yeah. Always.
I'm like, I got some mindsets to get rid of. I got some probably habits overall in life.
Mm-hmm.
We're all on Instagram too much. Let's get the fuck off of it.
I know. Just the phone in general.
Yeah.
I like even having to time myself. Like, I'll look at the clock and be like, okay, you're allowed to look at TikTok until 5:15.
And then I fall into then 5:30 hits and I come to.
No, see, that's the thing. Once I set my mind to like a time, I can force myself to stick to it. But if I don't set, then I'm there. I'm like 3 hours later and I'm just like, what have I done?
What have I done? Is there anything you're manifesting you wanted to share?
Yeah, I could share. So what I wrote down in my journal for today, which is something I'm always kind of manifesting, but a struggle that I have in my life, which in the next few weeks we are going to talk about our astrological charts, and I'm very excited about that. But in my blueprint,
juicy.
Oh, so juicy
Episode.
I got a nice hamburger. But in my soul blueprint, which we will talk about, one of my like biggest life lessons is to look at the bigger picture of things, very detail oriented. So I have been trying to recently in my manifestations, we talked about, I think in one of our first episodes, that I was like, oh, I want to get an agent. Like, it's very specific step on the ladder of becoming an actor. And so today I was like, you know what? I just want to be a full-time actress. And to me, that means not having to have like side hustle gigs, like not having to be a server anymore, not having to do the stupid go-go dancing jobs and like the little things that just help make me feel comfortable. Because I think I could maybe quit those jobs and just live off of commercials right now, which is still like pretty dope, but like I wouldn't be comfortable. And so I try to be specific in the sense of like full-time, financially stable actress. So that was like my biggest goal. And then when she talked about the action of doing that, I wrote, you know, how it feels to receive the emails of an audition, what it feels like to do a self-tape or to get private coaching, the feeling of when you like get the job and like, you know, I've gotten jobs before. So like applying that to acting. So I'm hoping that will come in the 6 months. It's like a real steady acting job, like a TV show or a movie or something like that. And then my 1 month
Well, you
goal,
have an agent for pilot season this season.
I do. It's hard because I got an agent and then it's like kind of the dead season right now.
Yeah.
So I'm in my mind about it like, oh, should I sign with the right guy? And I'm like, it's just like
literally the holidays, nobody. It starts November 1st.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Literally, okay, this has nothing to do with spirituality, but like on a personal level, personally I'm offended because something my own tradition is on November 1st, going to fucking CVS and Ralph's and buying half off discounted Halloween candy. And this year, every store had Christmas candy out. Not a single discounted piece of Halloween candy anywhere.
I have a lot of Kit Kats I can bring you.
It's the principle though. You know what I mean? Like I wanted that discounted fucking stupid pumpkin Kit Kat. But
I love the pumpkin Reese's.
Yeah.
I love holiday Reese's.
They're so good. They're just different.
Because it feels fresh.
And I just love a discount. Like I thrive on saving.
Half off.
Yeah. So that was a really big disappointment this year also.
Spooky season
Screw Halloween.
Let us down this round. Honestly though, I didn't feel that let down by it. I felt like I chose to have a very chill night. I saw my niece. She was dressed as a mermaid.
Oh, I love that.
It was very cute. And then we had dinner with them and tried to light a fire. We released some shit with a fire and
that's nice on Halloween.
Burned some shit and lit some candles. Did some magic.
Little niece.
Yeah.
Wait, what about your manifestations? What did you write?
It was all very like business oriented. Like I said, my partner's experiencing a career shift and we're going to be going into business together. So I was thinking about
it's a big step.
Getting those jobs and what it feels like to have accomplished those jobs. Just all these projects. I really like kind of went on a daydream spiral in my mind.
You have been biting off a lot of little projects. Like you have your hands in a lot of pots, which is good because you got to do it now to figure out what really you want to do in life.
And I think though in life I don't want to choose. Like I think I just want to have seasons where I'm like something is kind of like on the forefront. And like that just kind of happens like through seasons of my life, because I don't feel that I want to choose between all the things I like.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to.
Yeah, I've always felt that way. Like, even starting this podcast and stuff, people are always like, oh, don't do social media, it's just taking away from acting. Oh, don't start acting, it's just taking away from dance and da-da-da. But I'm like, sometimes if you put all of your eggs in one basket, you start to fucking hate that basket.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do?
That's a really good point, honestly. That's so wise.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm just really smart.
I think so. Well, I just think it keeps it interesting. I mean, it keeps me busy as fucking hell and tired, but I think it's good to do.
And it'll play out too. Like, you'll be able to find ways to have multiple things to do in your life without it being so draining. I think right now you're on like the precipice of like starting
I'm like
it
building
all.
a lot. Yeah, we're building a lot.
So once it's in more of a flow state, it won't be so draining.
Once you like build those streams of multiple incomes, baby, like hopefully that shit can flow. So I'm like digging ditches and building dams right now.
Yeah.
So that feels good. And so that was very much the point of my manifestations and things. But then I also was like, oh damn, I hope Britt and I can have live shows and travel around.
That'd be so fun.
What if because of our podcast we could just go traveling and have live shows and meet cool people?
I would love that.
That would be cool.
Miss traveling a lot.
Anyways, that's in the distant future.
It's like a
big goal if it happens.
Yeah.
But I'm putting it out there.
I like it.
Yeah.
No, I'll put it out there too. I'll cast
that
stream.
Let's go.
You know what's so funny? This is getting specific, and you can cut it if you want. But I'm like reading this book right now that I really like, this series, and it's casting for Hulu soon. And so I reached out to my agent and I was like, hey, like I really love this book series. I would love to be in any of these roles. So please submit me, even though I'm like a noob, whatever. Because I'm like the age group of the girls in it. And so I've been like, I know they say to be like specific when you manifest, but a part of me is like, I don't want to be too specific.
No, I think do it and see.
And then I'm like, I want to be in this fucking book series.
I love that.
I love, and I want to be the like one of the three.
You know
girls.
what's crazy is that shit kind of happens sometimes for people. So I don't think it's
too crazy to say.
No, I think you should write exactly that book you're reading.
Really?
And then I don't know, maybe like the part where you leave it open is to the role, because like
there's different roles in the books that
maybe
the
role is what's gonna like challenge you. I don't know.
Yeah,
that will be chosen for you.
No, don't get too specific. I'm like this character at this time, this age. Yeah, but. Yeah, it's really
but
funny.
I really, to bring it back to the sound bath, I really enjoyed it. I love the deeper sounds. I loved the bowls. Mm-hmm. It felt really cleansing. I feel really cleansed right now.
I feel very peaceful. It's you do feel it physically in your body, even though you're not, doing something physically. You're technically laying there. So it's really nice to like be affected while also being relaxed. I don't think there's many things in life that...
Yeah, I think that is maybe partly also because she said we're made so much of water, mm-hmm. and these vibrations literally have an effect on water. And that's very interesting. Like you can lay there and feel different.
Yeah, I really loved it. I definitely recommend if you have been interested in trying it, go do it.
She's also a Reiki healer though, so she was sending Reiki vibes through her sounds.
We should do that.
I love that. I've done that.
I've only done it once and I loved it.
Okay,
it was amazing.
Too. Let's go back. Let's go
bring it around
Reiki
town.
Healed, baby.
Let us know in the comments of YouTube, or you can email us if there's anything specifically you guys would ever want us to talk about. We have a fat list, but we can always move things around town.
And you can contact us at the Fools Podcast. Wait.
No. Mm-mm.
Tell me what it is.
Contact Fools Podcast.
Contact Fools Podcast at gmail.com.
Yes. You made it, so.
It's hard to remember.
It is hard to remember. There are a couple other Fools podcasts that we did not realize. So we have to schmite them by becoming mightier.
You guys just have to become mightier. Everyone who listens has to review and like make us way more popular so that there's no question about who the fools
really are.
Really?
It's us.
Duh, okay?
Yeah, so wherever you're listening, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, 5 stars, write a review with lots of words, all the words that you can think
Also,
of.
shout out to my mom for coming to the sound bath.
I know. I want to ask her. I'll ask her at brunch on Sunday what she thought and what she manifested. It's just kind of late at night, so we
just ran away to go record and not talk to each other about it.
We like can't talk after we do these experiences, but because we got to like save it for you guys.
Yeah. But thanks for coming here. We're sorry we're a week late.
We almost forgot that we have to leave you, obviously, with a little tarot pool.
It's on a new moon.
Yeah, this is going to set the standard. Is that the word I want to use? The intention for what we're going to be feeling in this new moon cycle until our next full moon, until our next Scorpio full moon even.
I love the drawings on these cards. They're so cute.
She just came out with a new
deck. Orion'sTarot.com if you're interested.
Oh, the chariot.
I love that. We're coming in strong. We are freaking bulldozing victory, self-confidence, progress.
I love that. What a great pull for the new moon, especially. I've never pulled this card before, actually.
Okay, so the chariot is like getting shit done. Anyway,
this
eagle.
is a beautiful eagle.
We've got an eagle. He proudly serves the world around from its perch. Harpy eagles are very deadly and commanding creatures, and nature empowers their symbolism of strength, ferocity, and alertness. Oh, we're staying alert. We're fighting the good fight. We're staying on our path. When upright, it demands the user take action on their goals to take to fruition. It's not a card of passivity. Don't rest on your laurels. Except you. You need a rest. You need a rest on your laurels.
I can rest
you
physically
can
still work, spiritually.
Exactly. You're still going to take action. And that's what's important. You're going to move forward through your challenges because you'll be ready for them. Whether the journey is metaphorical, literal, you're going to forge bravely on. And it's not entirely clear the path forward, but it's yours to conquer.
I love that. What a great new moon message.
Yeah, bitch. Carry on.
Do it full force, full steam ahead. That's what I'm feeling from this
Take
card.
action. Find the small things you can do.
And overall, just like don't be afraid to commit to whatever you want to manifest. Like don't be afraid of it, and don't let that little fucking devil in your head tell you you're not good enough, because you are.
Don't be passive in your life. Take action, baby.
I love that. Well, guys, you're all chariots to us.
Yeah, we love you. Thanks for being here.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.